All right, Illinois goes on the road and they lose 21-7. It was a real good game. Illinois had a chance to go in and tie in the fourth quarter, but Luke had a moment of QB blindness. That is what happens when a QB throws it to the other team. He doesn't see him. We all see him. Everyone else sees him, but the QB does not see them. This happens with quarterbacks. I would think every quarterback at least one time in their life will throw it right to the other team. And they will question, did you not see him? And they will say, no, QB blindness. It can happen. So that's what happened. That was the ball game. The bottom line is, Illinois, they did themselves proud going on the road. Penn State, a top 10 team, over 109,000 people cheering against you. Illinois did themselves proud. They had a legitimate shot at tying up this game at the end of the fourth quarter, but Luke had that devastating interception that ended the game. You know, Illinois had penalties that set them back quite a bit. You got to clean that up. When you're playing on the road against a top 10 team, you don't want those penalties. You have to clean that stuff up. But they were resilient. They overcame some of those penalties. But at the end of the day, Penn State's line of scrimmage, it was just too much for Illinois. Penn State's offensive line was too much. Penn State's defensive line was too much. And this is reflected in the rushing yards. 239 rushing yards to 34 for Illinois. That is the line of scrimmage. You look at Penn State, Allen, 102 yards, 5.7 yards a carry. Singleton, 94 yards, 5.9 yards a carry. Whoever this other player is, 3 carries, 5.7 yards. Warren, 2 carries, 6.5 yards. So, absolute domination. And it makes sense. Penn State recruits on a whole nother level than Illinois. So it makes sense that the line of scrimmage was absolutely dominated by Penn State. And that's what cost Illinois at the end of the day. But with that said, Illinois had a shot to tie this game up at the end. But it was all for naught when Luke threw that ball right to that Penn State defender. And they'll question him. And he'll just say, I didn't see him. And people will wonder, how did you not see him? I'm telling you guys, there are times where you can just experience blindness, where you literally don't see that person in front of you. I know it's crazy, but it does happen sometimes. It just happened at the worst moment for Luke. But overall, you have to be happy with Illinois. You know, the rest of the season is still in their hands. You still can win a lot more games than I thought you could. And you still could go to a good bowl game. So everything for Illinois is still in their hands. So we should just feel good about this team. They're a pleasant surprise. And I hate to say this, but, you know, playing so hard on the road at Penn State, it's got to make you feel good that you hung in there. You know, you had a shot to tie that game at the end. You really did. I know it's, you know, not about how close you came or anything like that, but when you're Illinois, it really is sometimes. You can really take this and really use it to your advantage. So it is what it is. Illinois, they really did fight. They just came up short. So going from here, we look at it, and they have to play Purdue. Illinois should take out all their frustrations that they had against Penn State and absolutely beat the crap out of Purdue. Get that win. Take it all out on them. And then you got Michigan coming to Illinois. Illinois can beat Michigan. Once again, the line of scrimmage is going to be a problem. I can safely assume Michigan is going to dominate the offensive line and the defensive line. But having gone through the Penn State situation, I hope Illinois can find answers to those problems. And then you got to go to Oregon. Now that right there is going to be a big problem. But that's okay. It usually is for any team that goes to Oregon. But then you got Minnesota. You can blow them out. Then you got Michigan State. You can blow them out. Then you got Rutgers. You can blow them out. Then you got Northwestern. You can blow them out. So if you would have told me that Illinois would have played this season and lost only 2 or 3 games, I wouldn't have believed you. Not after what I seen last year. But I give all the coaches credit. I give Luke credit. They stepped up and they're in position to have a good season. And if they can beat Michigan, that really will make this a really, really good season. Just got to do it. So this is a teaching moment for Illinois. Playing on the road in front of 109,000 plus people, how to deal with that, and hopefully they can use that experience against Michigan and against Oregon. So anyway, let me know what you think in the comments.